Nestled at the base of the Sangre de Cristo Mountains in southern Colorado, Great Sand Dunes National Park rises like a mirage, waves of golden sand reaching high into the sky. Today we explore this otherworldly landscape and one of its most unexpected features, shallow flowing water at the base of a desert. As we drove into the park, the vastness of the dunes took us by surprise. These aren't just hills of sand, they are giants. Some rise over 700 feet tall, making them the tallest in North America. The parking was easy to find, and then crossing the shallow water was part of the adventure. Cold, refreshing, and playful, it slowed us down, reminded us that sometimes nature asks you to pause before climbing. Once across, the climb began. Step by step, we pushed forward, feet sinking, wind blowing, the sun warming our backs. It was a test of patience, but with every rise, the views grew wider and wilder. As the sun dipped behind the towering dunes, the golden sand turned to deep amber and soft pink. Shadows stretched long across the ripples, creating patterns that danced with the fading light. We stayed until evening, watching the sky melt into hues of orange, lavender, and blue, each moment more breathtaking than the last. It was peaceful, surreal, and the perfect end to a day at Great Sand Dunes. We returned to the park the next morning, this time ready for some sandboarding fun. It was much windier than before, so windy that walking up the dunes felt like a workout against nature. But we didn't let that stop us. We rented our sandboards from Spindrift Shop for just $20, which was super convenient. One thing we didn't rent though was goggles, and that was a mistake. The blowing sand made it tough on the eyes, so if you are planning a visit, definitely bring or rent goggles. After a long walk through a winding trail filled with cactus and dry brush, we finally caught sight of the majestic dunes rising in the distance. The contrast between the rugged desert trail and the soft curves of the sand was unreal. As we reached the edge of the dunes, all the fatigue from the hike disappeared. The real fun was just beginning. We grabbed our sandboards and took on the slopes. Climbing up was a challenge, but sliding down was pure joy. Laughter echoed as we tumbled, raced, and carved down the sandy hills. It was like snowboarding, but warmer, softer, and way more epic. Even with the wind whipping sand in every direction, we couldn't stop smiling. The dunes had turned into our giant playground. As the day came to an end, we began our walk back, once again crossing the shallow stream, now cooler and quieter in the fading light. Our legs were tired, our clothes covered in sand, and the wind hadn't let up. But none of that mattered. We were exhausted but happy because the memories we made today were worth every step, every grain of sand, and every gust of wind. Great sand dunes gave us adventure, laughter, and stories we will be telling for a long time.